Guys, today I have for you something really spicy. Today's build will prove you that you are using way too much armor. Less is more actually, because amount of DPS this build can produce is kind of mind-boggling. You can wipe any enemy in the game without breaking a sweat, you name it. Bosses, legendary elite enemies, chungas, rogue agents, hunters. Doesn't care. This build doesn't give a flying F. Only job for this build is absolutely to destroy. This is best DPS build. Actually, it's immortal DPS build. You have 75% protection from elites. And you can switch some mods here and there to get more crit damage, more headshot damage. It depends how you want to run this setup. But eventually, I decided to create some build which is absolutely insane. At the same time, you have survivability. Your fixer drone is proccing companion talent, which is on my backpack. Why I love companion a little bit more than vigilance? When you will get hit, and eventually you will get hit, vigilance will be lost, but companion from other hand with fixer drone will be active for you non-stop. Yeah, you could use maybe versatile talent since you have shotgun and assault rifle class in this build, but I don't love really switching that much in this build. I'm using my shotgun to proc bloody knuckles or take the cooldown off, and with bloody knuckles activated, Jesus Christ, it's absolutely magical setup. But before we continue, a quick word from today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have time, or maybe you simply don't want to grind, then these guys can help you all. They have been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, and I strongly recommend every time when you are purchasing something online, please check every review and then only decide. I have tested these guys by myself. I had no issues whatsoever, and with my promo code RBDIF you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services, not only on Division 2 items. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, comment down below or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this delicious spicy build. I know it sounds weird, but you can have some delicious and spicy things, man. This build, barbecue chicken. Till this day, Uncle Butcher producing the best setups in the game, and this build is no exception. I'm using top tier synergies here, and in general, if you want to be updated with all the best PvP, PvE builds, hey, this is place where you have to be. Hit that like and smash that sub. So with that boring intro out of our ways, let's dive into this one. For specialization, we will use technician. Reasons are really simple. Extra skill tier, that means our fixer drone will heal us a little bit better, our shield will have a little bit more health, but main thing why our shield can survive is that protection from elites, baby. Linked laser pointer attachment will work with us really well because we are using it on our bad boy AK Kingbreaker. On top of that, you have artificial hive if you want to make your shield really strong. But in that case, I would recommend to put your artificial hive on the ground, so that would proc your companion talent. And of course, disrupt grenades are absolutely amazing. As you can see, you can easily take out enemies on legendary strongholds by yourself, even though your teammates are chilling somewhere in backstage. Nevertheless, like I said, disrupt grenades are absolutely golden because those will stop healing stations, drones, war machines, yada, all the great stuff, Jesus. For the guns though, I would recommend you to use Kingbreaker, name it assault rifle. This bad boy, hits harder than your ex-girlfriend. Perfect flatline talent will amplify not only your weapon damage but also skill damage. That's handy life hack for you if you want to use, for example, this gun in your skill build. And flatline is really dope with spotted talent because you can pulse enemies with linked laser pointer attachment from technician specialization that will proc spotter, and you will immediately receive flatline talent boost. And in terms of my numbers, I'm sitting almost at 50% crit chance. I have decent headshot damage and really nice crit damage, but to get even more crit damage, I'm using Orbit pistol. I will talk about Orbit a little bit later. For second weapon, I'm using Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. The main thing why I'm using this gun is to one-tap non-elite enemies. I have shit ton of protection from elites, so I have to deal as fast as possible with non-elite enemies. Sweet Dreams is for that reason absolutely amazing, and since we have huge amount of DPS, non-elite enemies will not be a threat whatsoever. To get more crit damage out of this build, I'm using DZ exclusive pistol, Orbit, kill non-elite enemies, switch your main weapon, boom, 40% crit damage. Super easy to use, pretty goddamn self-explanatory. For the gear, I'm using Gila Guard, Chill Out Name and Mask. This mask can give you 2 mod slots. Unfortunately, I didn't found one with crit damage on it, so I could reroll core attribute for offensive core attribute, so I have one armor core attribute. I think with full DPS setup, this build would be absolutely painful to NPCs, but still, nevertheless, it works pretty goddamn well. In terms of mods, like I said, you should use protection from elite mods, and by switching some mods here and there, you will have 50, 75, it depends on your preference. Actually, I don't have so many protection from elite mods in this build to reach those numbers, but like I said, I have 2 mods where I'm using crit damage, and if you will replace those crit damage mods with protection from elites, even with 12% protection from elite mods, you will have 75%. If you will find 13% mods, that's 77, and it's more than enough, because I think cap was at 80%, so yeah, but it's more than enough. You are not receiving any damage whatsoever from elites, and to receive more damage, I'm using Sombra gear set with Spotter. Sombra will boost our crit damage as a brand set bonus. Spotter again is amplified weapon and skill damage, keep that in mind. For holster, I'm using improvised piece with crit chance, crit damage, protection from elites. Improvised gear pieces will provide you with extra mod slot. For the backpack though, I'm using Fenris to boost my assault rifle damage. You could use maybe Walking Harris to boost all weapon damage, but since my main gun is Kingbreaker, Fenris will be the way to go. And here I have headshot damage, but you could use crit damage instead of headshot damage. But with this gun, you can nail those headshots even with my terrible aim. I'm pretty consistent with headshots, so yeah, you could roll headshot damage in some pieces if you want, especially in DZ. With assault rifle setups, usually people are using Foxspray knee pad, contractor gloves, and a lot of headshot damage mods, and that can hit really hard for backpack. So yeah, companion is really dope and underrated talent actually. Like I said, it will work with my fixer drone, but my dirty secret here is bloody knuckle gloves. By itself, it's really dope DPS piece, but when I will throw grenade, and actually your disrupt grenades will count, even though they will not deal damage to enemies, they will proc your bloody knuckle gloves. And with Sweet Dreams, that's perfect synergy. You can one tap non-elite enemies that will proc your bloody knuckle gloves. You have 25% extra weapon damage, and I mean, when everything is in working order, your orbit pistol, bloody knuckle, flatline spotter, I mean DPS from all the sources, protection from elites, Jesus Christ. And for the skills, shield, drone, butcher drops the mic, bye.